All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Mandalorian TV, and let's get started. And if you're not subscribed, check it out, guys. Hit that subscribe and that bell. Lots of good stuff coming on the channel. And let's get started on this review right here. This is the Petrified Fish. Well, there's no writing on it, but this is the Petrified Fish Beluga. I am the last person in the universe to get a hold of a beluga. This one comes by way of JRMZ. So we're going to review this one. This is the second knife he sent our way. Thank you, JR, so much. Now, good news, bad news, guys. This is a great knife, and we're going to get into it. But they're not available right now. I've looked on Amazon. I've looked on Petrified Fish's site. Now, there is some of the smaller ones, the minis, available, I believe, as of a little bit ago when I was looking. But I can't find these. They usually have like 10 different varieties of them on White Mountain Knives. Let's see, how much is it? Come on, $47. But they are just all out of stock right now. Really good, guys. You know that I love a contour G10 scale. Just love it. And you do have a spot for the pocket clip on either side here, as you can see. So it is a tip up, left and right carry. It is inset, obviously, under the scale, and the screws are flat. Yeah, baby, and a pretty good clip as well. You do have the pivot stands just slightly proud. You can see there because of the contouring. Again, there's a price to pay sometimes, but that screw is actually very flush, and as are these back here. Very, very nicely done. You do have a lanyard post in the middle of the back spacer. Very nicely done. I like the way that looks. Open construction and plenty of skeletonization inside, as you would look at that. Just so well done. Inset liners. Just dig it, guys. Let's go ahead and do this while we're here. The lockup is about 30%. This one, I got to look. It doesn't say, but I believe it's writing on bearings. Daggone it. You can't see down in there, but I'm pretty sure just by the action it's writing on bearings. It is a front flipper. You have a lot of jimping up here and a fuller. This is the blacked out version. Of course, there you go. There you get a good look. I believe that's bearings for sure. All right, so I'm not good at front flipping, but here we go. All right, then not too bad. But we'll get to that in a minute. I've been cutting, so there you go. Really nice fuller. You do have a logo here. I think that must be the designer. I'm just not sure. The PFP01 out of K110, which is basically European G10, I'm told. This is G10, D2, you knew what I meant. You have a sharpening choil here and a nice finger well here. Nowhere to choke up, but really nice big beast of a handle. You do end up with a little left over. You got this nice spot. This knife's not coming out of your hand. Feels great. Your thumb lands in the right place on that jimping. Really well done. You do have, obviously, open on the fuller where it comes out and looks swedged and kind of cool there. Love this drop point, big belly blade. And, yeah, like I said, I've been doing some cutting with it earlier today. Man, I'm going to wipe it, guys, because that looks terrible. So give me just a second. All right, so let's see if that made it better. Oh, yeah, there you go. Nice and clean. Black stone wash. Really, I mean, it's just a beautiful, well done, chamfered off. Now, there are some kind of, not 90 degrees, but a little flatter corners here. Right there, you kind of feel that a little bit back here, up in here. It's the same on the other side, but I don't feel it as bad the way my fingers hit it, but you do feel that. Blade there's no blade play. Really, really good. Look at that. Just nice and thin and slicey. Now, I'll see what the stock is in a minute if they tell me, but it seems pretty nice and thin. As far as action, I prefer to middle finger flick it with the fuller, and it just comes on out. Let's try thumb. Oh, yeah. Either way, now, droppage, you got to get your finger off of, again, another reason I don't care for front flippers, okay? You have to make sure your finger's out of the way, and it will drop. It drops really well. By the way, you don't even have to if you don't want to. You don't have to dig your fingernail into the fuller, but I mean, that works. Whoops. I say, what is happening? Okay, now I can't do it suddenly. So yeah, so don't do that. What just happened? I've been flicking the crap out of this thing. Okay, I don't know what happened there. But anyway, you don't have to is what I'm trying to say. You can kind of stick the fat of your finger down in there. Wow, that was really weird. That's what I'm doing right here. You can see my nail is above it, and it comes out really well. I don't know. I was down lower there in this area here. I end up having to flick it up in here, which is not a problem. But I do thumb flick it from there. Front flipping, I mean, again, it's not hard on this one. It's just an awkward movement and positioning for me. But you can, I mean, I can definitely do it. See if I can do it and hold still. Nope. All right, a little bit of rest. There we go. Definitely good. But again, there's a price to pay because now when you're doing it, you got to make sure that you back up. But that's just me. Again, it's just one of those crazy KC nitpicks, and I'm sorry. It is centered, really well done in all of those areas. Now, it is a big beast of a knife, guys. I mean, it's not huge at all, but it is big. And I love that belly. As a matter of fact, again, this is the second one of JR's knives I've done this to. It came to me good and sharp. Yeah, not a problem, as you can see. If I can actually hold the paper still, there we go. So yeah, I mean, not a problem whatsoever. Now we have a mess on the table, but you guys love when I do that, I'm sure. All right, so it is 8.35 inches long overall, 3.62 on the blade length, which I love. The blade thickness is 0.154, so not super thin, but it does get thin down at the edge because you have this nice tall grind here, flat grind, and it's just really well done. Again, less than a $50 knife when they're available. It's a plain edge, obviously. K110 is the steel. It says the hardness is between 58 and 60. And it is 5.61 ounces. But I got to tell you guys, it doesn't seem that way to me. An example of another 5.5 ounce knife is the Damn Designs, any of his G10 models. The Invictus or all those, they're like 5.5 ounces. This one doesn't feel that heavy, and maybe it's because it's longer and bigger and it distributes it better. So it's heavy, but it's not like ridiculously heavy, if that makes any sense. So there you go, guys. The Petrified Fish Beluga. I hope some of these are available soon. For the time being, I will have a link to the White Mountain Knives site of all the different flavors there are available, and maybe some of those will come back in soon. As popular as this has been, I will bet that they will be available soon. So there you go, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Give me a comment and a thumbs up, hopefully. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. And guys, I appreciate you. Your support means so much to me. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.